Usually, I hunt turkeys with a shotgun, but if you watch my shows, you know I always try to level up my skills in the outdoors. So today, we'll be attempting to hunt the wild Rio Grande spring turkey with a compound bow. I went out a few times and was unsuccessful in my hunt because I couldn't get close enough and draw the bow on these birds with such keen sight. So today, I'm going to mix it up, and I'm going to take my great friend Buck, who shows me how to draw on these notorious skittish wild turkeys. I think you'll be surprised at how we got it done.
What we usually do for bow hunting is we have a pop-up blind. It's just a small blind. It's almost like a tent. It's got fiberglass poles inside of it. And you can get different kinds of window systems and different camo patterns. I like these. They've got little hooks in the top where you can actually put brush down inside here. But the main thing for me is to get the blind inside the tree line. So what I usually do is I bring it on inside the tree line and tuck it inside, usually on the corner of somewhere if I can get it. Because what you'll see is your animals will be coming around this corner or down a trail, and they actually won't see the blind until they get to a certain point, which hopefully you've spotted the animal and we're able to set up a shot. Deer and some more wary species, you pretty much have to put the blind in, camo it out, and leave it there. Let the animals get used to it for a week or two, then you can go hunt the blind. But turkeys, you can pretty much just pop them up, set them up, camo them a little bit, hunt them the same day. What I usually like to do, I take some netting and I try to put it on the roof. That's your most reflective spot. Anytime the sun or any kind of direct light, it actually reflects off the top of the roof, not the side, the top. So if you can get any kind of three-dimensional net, limbs, dirt, anything, just to break up the top, that's one of the top camo tips of a ground blind. I usually take a little bit of brush and brush up the outside just to break it up a little bit.
Wild Rio Grande turkey are very observant of their surroundings. Any movement will spook them. They have excellent eyesight and excellent hearing. Hunting them with a bow raises the bar even higher.
All right, another important tip on calling gobblers in the spring is to set up decoys. You know, here we've got a young gobbler. He's got a little small beard, so he looks like an inferior male. We've got two hens back here, one in the upright position, one in the feeding position. What had happened on Dave's hunt, 3 big mature gobblers saw this setup from 100 yards away, and they came in. As you'll see on the film, the big mature gobbler came in to challenge this gobbler. He knew something was up, something wasn't quite right. They broke strut. Your decoy setup is super important. I mean, it's probably the most important thing besides the blind in bow hunting. Decoys, good blind, good camo, good bow, good jungle, you got it made.
Do you have a tip that's worked for you when you bow hunt these birds with amazing eyesight? I want to hear your tips in the comments below. This Matthews Monster Chill blacked out bow is top of the line. I took aim at a nice Jake and pulled the trigger.
This is what we came for. Look at this. Good size Jake. Buck, come check out my Jake, man. Awesome.
Got him. Nice Jake, congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a beautiful bird.
You know, and you know, I haven't done this much, and so it was great having you kind of tell me, get drawn, stay
Yeah,
back, get ready, and it was just worked as a team. Awesome, man.
It is. Bow hunting, gobblers, man. It's hard to do. It's exciting. You know, it'll get your adrenaline going. But trying to draw a bow on a wild turkey is almost impossible. Without a small enclosed double bull blind or a blind where you're inside, you know, you're not going to get it done. It's hard to draw a bow on a gobbler.
You know, life is all about doing things you haven't done before. And it's just like checking things off your list, you know what I mean?
Right.
And, you know, I hooked up with Buck because I knew that he had done this before. You heard him. He can call these birds in. Even when they're right in front of us, he's still calling.
It's their mating season, so if you give the yelp of a female hen, then the male gobbler is going to come looking for that hen. Here's the tips of the wing feathers. They're actually frayed off. This is when the gobbler goes into his mating dance. He's actually puffing all his wings out, dragging them along the ground. It's called strutting, and it's just one of the most exciting times for me to hunt wild turkey. You can call the bird, they come in, they're dominant, they're strutting, the flowers are blooming, the grass is green, the jungle is alive with sounds. I mean, life is great. Spring gobbler season here in South Texas on Wide Open Outdoors.
Nice.
All right, now I'm thinking turkey breast for lunch.
You ready for that?
Yes, sir. All right.
Let's do it, man.
All right.
Woo.
Congratulations.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Okay, time for hunt number 2, looking for a mature Rio Grande long beard. Buck sets up the decoys while I get in the blind and get the bow ready.
Got a really nice setup.
All right, what we did, we've got a feeding hen decoy, and then we've got just a standing hen decoy, and then a small Jake gobbler. And then we're in a big field where we're calling. So if any big mature gobbler comes to the edge of this field and sees that scenario, he'll feel that he can come in and overtake that small Jake bird and regularly just, you know, kick it to the ground and then take those two ladies away from him.
Well, me and Buck got a nice setup right here. We've got some decoys out. We've got 2 pop-up blinds kind of back in the woods. We've seen them pattern through. There's a couple little alleyways where they come in. There's game trails all around. We've got a main road that comes in. We know them toms like this area here. We'll get settled in and see what happens.
This is what we've been waiting for. I now get a shot at a mature tom. These longbeards are coming in strutting. These turkey are very active. They're running around in this pasture. We're looking for a tom to shoot. Special thanks to Matthews Bows for sponsoring Wide Open Outdoor Adventures. I got drawn. I moved up to the window.
Oh, he's down. Woo, look at that turkey. Big spurs, my God, look at this bird. Man, I tell you, about an 8-inch beard, really good spurs, beautiful mature tom. Buck and I set up and we heard him from a distance. moving in. We could tell there was more than one gobbler. We stayed patient. Really, it didn't come together that fast. Not to get this kill. Beautiful bird. Beautiful. My first tom turkey with a bow.
Special thanks to Matthews Bows for sponsoring Wide Open Outdoor Adventures.
This is a very mature tom. Look at these spurs. I measure them out as an estimate just under an inch, or right at an inch. These are amazing animals. They use these spurs to kind of fight off the others. And it's amazing, these feet, when they sit down, if you notice that foot is closing up. So that's how they can roost. They can squeeze really hard on a branch up on a tree, and that's how they don't fall out. I often wondered that. But they have a mechanism. Once they squat down on that leg, those claws will just clamp down on that tree limb, and they can sleep all night long. If you notice, he's got red, white, and blue. And many, many years ago, the turkey was going to be the American bird. Turned out to be the bald eagle. This is an amazing creature right here. No question. Look at that beauty. Oh, Buck, awesome hunt.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. You got 2 big gobblers on a bow hunt. Your first bow hunt for big gobblers. I mean, that's phenomenal. You know, that's a good way to start bow hunting. Got a good bow, got an excellent guide, got the best hunting country in the world. The chair you gave me, optional.
What?
Next time, I think I'll get in the blind first so I can grab the best chair. You had the big cushy chair. I had the little rickety chair that was totally uncomfortable, but for you, I dealt with it.
After coming home empty-handed a few times, I was pumped about the skills that Buck taught me that day where we bagged 2 turkeys for the dinner table. You know, I always say, knowledge is power. You should check out some of my other South Texas turkey hunts to help your hunts come together. Click on the video on your screen.